Convicted murderer Helen Ryan will face Burwood Court next month, charged with perverting the course of justice. Ryan allegedly made a number of false statements during her Supreme Court trial, which resulted in her conviction for the 2009 murder of her husband, Jeffrey Ryan, at their property near Tamworth. Helen Ryan is already serving a 27-year jail sentence for hiring the hitman who shot Mr. Ryan.
A single vehicle accident west of Coffs Harbour has left a woman with serious leg injuries. The 40-year-old was airlifted to hospital after losing control of her vehicle on the Arara Way this morning.
There was a single occupant in the vehicle. It's left the road and impacted a tree, causing some fairly major damage to the vehicle and some lower leg injuries to the female driver.
The woman underwent surgery today and remains in a stable condition.
A woman accused of robbing a corner store in Wellington while armed with a sword has been refused bail. Jade Marie Nicolan faced Dubbo local court yesterday over the alleged robbery on Sunday.
She was allegedly armed with a short samurai-type sword, which she used to menace the attendant, and a quantity of cash was stolen from the shop.
If convicted, the 29-year-old could face a lengthy sentence.
The offence with which she's charged is a robbery whilst armed with an offensive weapon, that being the samurai sword that was used, and it carries a very lengthy jail term of up to 20 years.
Nicolan will reappear in Dubbo local court in August.
Police are investigating the cause of a fire that gutted a backyard shed at a home in Coracai this morning. Fire crews were called to the property on Martin Street just before 2 o'clock and found the shed well alight. It took around 2.5 hours to extinguish the flames, which also consumed a caravan and a car. Luckily, no one was injured in the blaze.
One of Tamworth's busiest and most damaged roads is about to get a makeover, with $2 million in state government funding allocated for the upgrade. Council has been campaigning for works along Manila Road for years and says the funding is well overdue.
Up to 8,000 vehicles travel along Manila Road every day, a figure that's on the rise. Worn out and neglected, the road has become a safety concern for residents and motorists.
It's an accident waiting to happen. So the road will be widened, it'll be flatter, and it'll be smoother and quieter.
The $2 million upgrade will see the 1.5 kilometre section of the road between Johnston Street and Brolga Crescent widened, with turning and safety lanes created. But Council says there's still plenty of additional work needed and requires more money.
It's a regional road, it's a state responsibility, and we are hoping for more money to take us into the future. And I'm quite sure that we probably will get some money over the next year or two anyway. It's a road that they have identified as in need.
This stretch of road is one of the busiest in Tamworth. Residents say the upgrade is overdue, with the road becoming increasingly dangerous due to potholes and cracked bitumen.
Dust in the house, and when you try and pull into the driveway, I'm concerned somebody's going to run into me, and it's just an absolute mess.
The upgrade will begin next February and is expected to take 6 months to complete. Lauren Kelly, NBN News.
The tragic death of a Tamworth nurse in May has prompted a large donation to the Westpac Rescue helicopter. Nolene Martin died suddenly after collapsing at work due to a brain hemorrhage.
A much-loved nurse at Tamworth's Bupa office, Nolene Martin's death shook her close-knit colleagues to the core.
Nolene had been fine. She was, a very healthy lady, and suddenly at work one day she became unwell with a headache and she collapsed.
At Tamworth Base Hospital, Nolene was diagnosed with a brain hemorrhage. The Westpac Rescue helicopter service rushed her to John Hunter Hospital, but tragically Nolene passed away.
Unfortunately, the outcome wasn't in the best favour, but at the end of the day, that's what these services are all about, is trying to assist everybody in the region when the time is permissible.
Today, Bupa Tamworth donated $5,000 to the helicopter service in memory of Nolene.
She'd be truly honoured and just, yeah, she would think it would be just lovely to have the company, Bupa, donate something on her behalf. You know, we always thought we were the little country cousins that no one thought anything about.
Liz says the loss of Nolene saw her and fellow staff members develop a new appreciation for the vital Westpac service.
Living in a country town, we don't realise until we need to use the service or someone that we love needs the service till you, that you realise what a great commitment they make to our town.
Simone Cameron, NBN News.
Tamworth police are continuing to investigate a spate of thefts. In one incident, a car was stolen from a church before allegedly being used in a theft from a mini-mart at Westdale. The Holland Statesman was later reported to have been rammed into the front gates of Tamworth car carriers before being dumped at Peel High.
After facing an uncertain future earlier in the year, entries in the speech and performance section of the Tamworth Eisteddfod are looking good. The event, which kicked off today, has been facing the prospect of cancellation due to a lack of support. Organisers hope more young people will get involved next year to make sure it continues to survive.
But we managed to find people to run the verse speaking and the choirs. So the Eisteddfod's quite alive and well. We do need some more volunteers and people who have experience at running some of the sections.
The Eisteddfod runs until the 21st of June.